up, guys? It's me, Daisha Shakila, and yo, I was just looking at this Lil Baby and Jayda Wayda situation, and I saw a lot of people online like, where's the people that love her? Where's her family? Where's her friends? Where are people that really love her to help her get out of this situation? And I was like, what? No, let me just say this. And again, this is personal opinion, but this is also, I'm speaking from experience, what I went through in my toxic relationship and what I see other women go through in their toxic relationships when they go through that. There is nothing, and I do mean nothing, that anybody could have said or done or do to tell her, like, girl, this is not working out for you, you need to get out of this relationship. There's nothing anybody could say. And a lot of people are asking, like, why does she continue to stay with him? She's with him for the money, like, you know. But while I do think that that is one of the factors going into this, I do not think that's the only reason. You have to consider that she's been dealing with this guy for a long time. And I feel like as women, sometimes we think that we have to prove to everybody else that this relationship is going to work. Like, I don't care what nobody say, I'm gonna make it work, and he's not gonna do me like he did all the other girls. And you have to also look at the point that he has a previous baby mama, and that previous baby mama is always saying what he doesn't do for that child. And I see a lot of people giving that person grief because they're like, yo, this person is not doing something for this child. What is this all about? And I think there's a fear. There's a car. I think there's a fear for her that if she's not with him, then her child grows up in a home without his father. And she has said previously, like, she had her dad. And so I think there's the pressure to, like, keep the family together, and also her not wanting to be the baby mama. Like, who in their right mind wants to be the baby mama? Nobody. But, you know, at some point you have to love yourself enough to not stay in toxic relationships. And right now she is willing to, like, fight everybody for him. Like, if somebody says, like, oh my gosh, he's cheating on you, it's like, oh my gosh, why they have to announce it? Like, at this point she is more embarrassed by the fact that the public knows of his infidelity than she is, you know, that he cheated on her. Like, I think the public is more shocked than she is. Like, to her it's like, oh, okay, whatever, you know, just don't let nobody find out. And I feel like they have that agreement too, because she has said in the past, like, you know, she doesn't care if he cheat, you know. And then when he does cheat, she just doesn't want to look crazy. She don't want him out here making her look stupid, you know, making her look crazy. So a lot of people, you know, they're like, girl, you gotta love yourself, you gotta get yourself out of this situation, blah 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 blah. Like, and then there's some people that say, oh, she never gonna leave him, she's just gonna be dumb, she's just gonna be this. And everybody has had that one friend that refuses to exit that toxic relationship. Nobody can make anybody leave a toxic relationship that they are not at a point mentally and emotionally ready to leave. To her, that grass is not greener on the other side. So there's no words that anybody could ever say to her to make her exit this relationship. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this rocking chair. Like, I feel like I'm about to talk serious business. I'm in the rocking chair. Do y'all? When you in the rocking chair, you about to talk some business. Like, where's my cigar? Where's my cigar at? Because it's going down. I'm dropping knowledge. Stop the press. But yes, there is nothing that anybody could say to this girl to make her leave this guy. She is there and she does not want to be a single mom, and then she probably feels indebted to him. Like everything she has is because of him. Like everything, her businesses, like the things that she's earned, she might feel like he made a name for her. She owes him her loyalty through thick, through thin, through whatever. And that leads me to it was a little podcast where the lady calls unto the podcast, and the gentleman asked her to rate herself, and she rated herself a 5. She couldn't say 7. You know, he did say don't say 7, and she rated herself a 5 without makeup. And I was like, what? Like, women, you know, we have this thing where we feel like we need to humble ourselves. Ask any man how he rates himself, and he's probably gonna be like, I'm a 10. And he could be just as average, but his confidence, his self-esteem is like so high. So I think in America we have a culture where men are taught to think that they're the shit even when they looking like no. And women, we could be looking like no, and we be like, oh my gosh, my hair, oh Lord, my nails, my lashes, my eyebrows. Like, we feel like in our natural state that we can't be, you know, above average or high value in our normal state. As black women, I feel like a lot of people, you know, they try to play that card as well. And it's like, have confidence in yourself. That's the main thing. Like, upgrade your confidence. But yeah, if anyone asks you ever in life to rate yourself, just make sure you give a darn high rating. Like, what do you rate yourself if you didn't have on hair or makeup or lashes or eyebrows? Like, baby, I'm a 10. And know that you're right. Know that you're a 10. Believe that. Even there, because look, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Like, to everybody, you're not gonna be that 10. To everybody, you're not gonna be a 5. You know, to some people, they're gonna look at you and be like, oh my gosh, you look amazing. So that's another thing. And so when I see the situation with Baby and Jayda, and it's like, look, like, I think she wants to protect him, and she wants this to work so bad that everybody around her, we can all see this is like super toxic. Like, girl, get out. Like the movie, get out right now. But there's no way. I feel like she can't stand on her own, and that's a whole new set of issues. And so I say all that to say, if you have a friend and she's in a toxic relationship, or you yourself are in a toxic relationship, you know that there's nothing that anybody could say to you to make you leave the person that you feel like you love. Like, to you, you know, maybe there's a fear of being a single mom. There's a fear of being single, period. There's a fear of, you know, I'm walking out of heaven because he has all of this money or whatever he has, and I can't leave him, because if I leave him, then I'm gonna be struggling, or I'm not going to have the lifestyle that I have with him. And I think for her, that is a big deal. And I also feel like because she has a son, she doesn't want to leave. And for a lot of women, they say, oh, I stayed because of the kids. I stayed because of the kids. And I don't feel like kids is a reason to stay if it's bad, but I understand why women stay when they do have kids by someone, because, you know, it's a lot of work to single parent. Let's just be honest about that. A lot of work. If you know someone that's in a toxic relationship, you have 2 options. You can love them through it, be there for them, because you know, like this whole baby Jayda, you know he's gonna be caught up again. You know there's gonna be a story that is going to come out, and he's gonna be caught cheating once again. We don't know when, but we know it's coming. We know it's not over. And I'm pretty sure she's like really hopeful, like no, he's done with this. And then she made the comment that like, oh, I deal with him on the back end. Like, what are you dealing with? Because clearly, boo, nothing you have said or done is changing his behavior. He's not going to stop cheating. He's trying to cheat smarter. There is a difference, and I think she knows what she has signed up for, and she knows he's going to cheat on her, but she just wants to be able to pretend to have, oh, this glorious relationship, like couple goals, you know, and she want us to believe it so we can be like, yeah, but she wants to, you know, have that curtain, like where we see what's above the curtain and only she and him can see what's going on behind the curtain. And it just so happens that, you know, every time he gets caught up, it gets like made public, and that's kind of sad. But I do know a lot of women who are like that in real life. They don't want the public to know. They're okay that it's happening as long as no one finds out. Like, they know their husbands, their boyfriends, all of this is cheating. They just don't want their family, their friends, and all these other people to find out, because only then are they embarrassed. But they know who they are with. She knows people. Anyway, like I was saying, so if you have a friend that is in a toxic relationship, you're gonna have to either love them through it or separate yourself, pull back, because there's nothing that you can say or do that's going to make them leave. They have to choose to leave. They have to choose to love themselves enough to be like, you know what, I'm not even dealing with this no more. It's not worth it. And there's shadows. You know, I was trying to get some good sunlight out here. But I'm gonna wrap this video up and say, why are we surprised? If she's no longer surprised, and you know, we see these stories every 6 months, every 6 to 8 months, you know, he's cheating again with this person and that person. And we know people like this in real life, where the benefits of being with a known cheater, or, you know, being in a toxic relationship, the benefits outweigh the risk. And a lot of women in the Hollywood celebrity scene, whether they are in New York or California, they choose to stay with these men. So do we feel sorry for the toxic friend? Is there anything we can say to the toxic friend to make them, you know, see the light and be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, I'm gonna leave them today, like I'm gonna love myself? Like, there is nothing you can say. You're gonna have to love them. You're gonna have to listen to all of the, oh my god, girl, he cheated on me, I can't believe, you know, you're gonna have to be that friend, be a true friend. Because I think even though we know they're just, you know, they're not strong enough to leave and be on their own right now, we have to love them through that, because everybody deserves a friend, you know, somebody to cry to, somebody to laugh with, somebody to, you know, experience life with. You're good, you're bad, you're ugly. That's what a friend is, a real friend. That's what a friend is. Yeah, and that's all I had to say on this. If you're out there trying to put the cape on and save somebody, and you're investing your time and your energy and your resources to help somebody that continues to go back to a toxic relationship, stop. Because they're not trying to go anywhere. They do not want to go anywhere, and you're only hurting yourself and exhausting yourself, and that could strain and ruin a friendship, a relationship, because you're like, oh my gosh, all that stuff we did the last time when you said you was leaving him, I helped you, I did this, and now you're right back there. Like, if you get emotionally, physically, you know, financially invested, you're gonna be upset. So just, you know, be like, girl, it's gonna be okay. You know, you'll know when that person is really ready to leave. And until then, hey, to each his own. I'm out, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I am also going to start my Vlogmas videos. So have a good day.